all over Twitter, YouTube, and everywhere else on the internet, people are asking not only me but a lot of other creators when are the part 2 LRs going to be dropping in game, and I do have pretty much the answer for you right here in today's video. We're also going to be looking at what the banners look like specifically and which one will be better to summon on for your accounts. Now, again, very exciting times. We do know that the part 2 live stream does start later today, 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern, and we'll actually get the full details for Super Gogeta, Gohan, and Goku Frieza. Let me know which character you guys are most excited for as well, just because, I mean, for me, I'm actually most excited for this Gohan if I was gonna choose, but I know a lot of people are gonna be gunning for this guy, and same with this guy. Goku Frieza fans are very vocal, but anyways, if we go ahead and hop right in here, we can see that the stream starts at an interesting time because if you take a look at part 2 last year, the banners actually dropped at 5 p.m. Pacific time, which is again the exact same time that this live stream does start. So no matter what, we're already expecting these banners to be dropping at a really similar time of the live stream. Then, okay, we're putting 2 and 2 together here. Okay, the banner is dropping near the live stream. Is there any other hints that we could see? If we take a look here at the home screen on what's going to be playing at the home screen, which obviously kind of confirmed that Gogeta was coming for part 2 for us, we see that it starts on February 14th, 1500 GMT. Now, this is actually when it starts on the JP version. On the global version, it does start later during the day. On the global version, this plays at global reset, which is an hour before the stream starts. Right, we got to keep that in mind. So already when the live stream happens, the OST is going to be playing in game. That's already just going to be there. You're going to be able to hear it. So, I mean, that's obviously going to be very exciting, right? Based off of that and everything else surrounding this, with them being super secretive, I think that it's very, very likely that the part 2 LR banners are going to be dropping during the live stream itself. Again, everything here is lining up, and Rick is usually very consistent with what, Dokkan is going to be doing, pays attention to a lot of these release schedules, pays attention to like when certain things end and things like that. Ever since the whole the thing happened in part 1 with the part 2 character, we ended up, I guess Omatsu ended up starting to hide some extra things, like when the sales table in the global version, the upcoming banners table that we're able to see in the global version, that's all gone now, so we have less information than we do. But Rick does think that there's a chance that they drop banners during the stream or 2 hours after the stream starts, which makes sense to me personally. I think that the banner dropping during the stream is really, really awesome, but I guess the real concrete answer is that don't expect the banners before 5 p.m. Pacific time. I would say the banners should drop within, at most, like the same day that this live stream will happen in terms of US times. Now, you could probably say that's about 7-ish hours or so of a range. I think that they're going to drop the banners during the stream. I think this makes the most sense to me and when that actually is going to happen, especially because, again, in the home screen's already going to be playing. Last year's banners when they dropped, right? We'll see everything that's going to happen for sure. They're not being very clear with it, and they usually aren't for these major anniversary celebrations, but to me, it makes the most sense for them to just drop the banners right away, because it is really a weird time to kind of do this, especially compared to part 1. It is interesting to me, but I digress. We can go ahead and talk about the actual banners themselves now, because they are very different from each other. Now, based off of the part 1 banners, we could very accurately predict what the part 2 banners are going to be. So we'll take a look at the Dokkan Fest banner real quick, just talk about it, and then of course the Carnival banner right after. So, I mean, this Dokkan Fest banner is arguably just one of the best banners in Dokkan Battle history, I'm thinking. So we have the LR Super Gogeta, which is likely going to be at least top 3 character in the game. I'm going to assume top 3 range. That'd make the most sense to me. I would assume they would find a way to put him on par with Vegito, right? That to me just makes most sense. So there's that. Now, this UR right here is still not officially confirmed, but we could very safely assume that it's actually going to be a Beerus card, which you may be thinking, why do you think it's going to be a Beerus card? Because if you take a look here at the Part 2 celebration, there's actually a new Beerus art here, which is found very interesting. And unlike this art, this is like a recolored Year 3 LR's art. This is just a new Beerus art in general. Beerus fits the successors category, which I think Gogeta will lead, so I think it really all blends in there. Beerus is also a Dragon Ball Super character. We know that the banner unit is going to be from Dragon Ball Super, so it does make sense. It could still be like a Fat Gotenks or whatever, but Beerus as a successor support character to kind of match with what the Hercule is going to be doing, that could be cool. Enzelor Broly, this is his first time returning, and this guy is absolutely crazy. I think he's just even better than he was on release at this point. Uncontrollable Power has gone insane buffs. It's aged insanely well. I just did the new Battle Hardened Foes fight. This Broly, in one of the stages, I opted to use this Broly's team over the Tekalar Vegito's team because it was just a better team suited for that fight. So this team is competitive with some of the best teams in the game, even without being a 220% leader skill. Super Saiyan 4 Goku's on the team. It's a really powerful team. Beast Gohan. This is probably, I think, his second time returning, but technically it's his first time on a real banner that's not like the 20 featured unit Tanabata banner. This guy's obviously insane to this day. In my opinion, he's still like the third best unit in the game, but you could argue him at 2 if you really wanted to. Beast Gohan is just dumb for that new Battle Hardened event fight. On the new team, he gets a lot more HP. He can get an extra defense to go in the family with the new Tech Vegito. Just really, really well-aged character and will continue to age well. Fusion Zamasu. I see people using Fusion Zamasu to this day. This guy has 80% damage reduction in turn 1. He links pretty well with villains. He's not insane anymore, of course. Let's not like get that twisted. But this guy has aged quite well for what he's able to do. On his second turn, he still has 60% reduction, which by itself is nothing really crazy, but it definitely is enough to survive in a lot of situations. And you could potentially get his domain up, which will make him literally invincible. So this guy is going to continue to age good, I think, too. GT Duo, they're still a good character. I think they've aged better than their counterpart, the Buu Saga Duo. They could still be ran for sure. I think that they're getting to the point where they're definitely starting to age out a little, though. LR Gods, these guys are going to get their Extreme Z Awakening during the anniversary, so they'll probably be top 5 level characters. AJOUI Goku, I think people are getting a little sour on this guy, but I still think you could argue him easily a top 10 character in the game. Full Power Frieza is very powerful. He could get better, even, you know, with the Goku Frieza that's coming out. Now, this spot, Bootanks, I would say nothing crazy. He's still good overall. I think that in this spot, it could be Tech Gogeta, though. If this is Tech Super Gogeta on the spot to reverse the Vegito, I mean, this is for sure the best banner Dokkan ever would have released. Because, again, we have S tier Vegito here. I mean, if we compare them side by side, man, like, okay, let's ignore the first 2 units. Broly's better than this guy. Beast Gohan's better than AGL Broly. Fusion Zamasu is better than the Blue Duo. GT Duo is better than this guy. Like, this is literally just an upgrade. We don't know what the year 70s days are going to be. Blue Evolution Vegeta is not as good as UI Goku. I would say Frieza is probably better than Namek Goku, right? That's my personal opinion anyways. Then if it's Tech Gogeta, he's also better than S-Tier Vegito. Even Bootanks is better than S-Tier Vegito anyway, so it doesn't even matter. This banner is just like an upgrade to this Part 1 banner, which is actually really, really funny. Really insane. Now, the second banner actually does fit pretty much exactly what I'm thinking is like my own prediction video for what the banners will look like. This one is a little more wishy-washy, but there's some pretty good options here. The 2 new LRs, I assume, will be very good. Tech LR Broly, gonna be one of the best aging characters in Dokkan ever. Tech LR Broly is insane. Just really good. His first time returning. Maybe you have some Carnival coins you can grab him too, but this guy's gonna be great. LR Gogeta definitely has aged, I would say, but he's not bad, right? I just think that he's not great. I would say he's like, like I would say like he's a strong 7 out of 10. He does have the target skill in long fights, so if you're able to hide him, you could eventually get that target skill where he'll have guaranteed dodging and all the attacks will be aimed at him, and then on that turn he's actually pretty good. LR Future Gohan aged very well, kind of in the same boat as Fusion Zamasu, where I think, you know, probably better than Fusion Zamasu is overall. But this guy has his 80% reduction. Really, really good character. Kai Goku at this point, mid. This guy is mid. Like, these guys are like, you know, we could say like, oh, you know, Namek Goku is like kind of underwhelming, or this guy is not really great. But these characters are actually just bad right now, honestly. This guy is not great either. These two are interesting because I'm expecting this guy to get his Extreme Z Awakening as the Saiyan Saga characters that we're waiting for. But this Super Saiyan 2 into Gohan, I do think that he is going to get a Super EZA. I think it's very likely. It's either going to be he gets a Super EZA, or let me see if I bring up Gohan Youth, will it bring up the other? Yeah, I think it's either going to be this guy getting an EZA or this guy will get a Super EZA. And hey, the first LR release character is this guy, unless you count Global, but JP is like at the timeline that they'll be going off. This guy is the first Super EZA during the 10th anniversary. To me, makes a lot of sense. The only thing is that he shares the same name as the existing one. So I would actually still prefer this character get an EZA. They would still share a lot of links with that guy. They, you know, just overall kind of fit the same theme. I think I would actually really like this character get an EZA over the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Just, and then in the future they could Super EZA that guy when, you know, this guy may not be as prime, like top 5 level in the game, right? Because the same name shenanigans is always going to be a thing. And if this guy's not here, I mean, I don't know who they'd put, like Tech Janemba or something like that, who knows. But it could be this character just on there. I mean, he could just be on the banner in general. This is why not, they could just throw him on there even if he doesn't EZA. But that's kind of one of, oh, you know, they could also throw Tech LR Jiren on here. They could, because if we take a look at the banner, like the last thing I want to talk about for the Carnival banner, if it actually loads in, please, thank you. We could say right here, these two characters already have EZA, right? And everyone else is like a reverse. Since these two characters have already EZA'd, I'm thinking this character is the reverse from you. This is a Tanabata LR character. They could put Tech LR Jiren because he fits with Goku Frieza. That would be an L. It would be better than like a non-Super EZA Super Saiyan 2 into Gohan, but he's not really, he's kind of an L EZA to be honest. But I don't know, let me know which banner you guys want to summon on first. Oh, you know, if you're excited for the actual banner drop time and everything like that. We'll know 100% when the data download hits, but keep in mind for the part 1 stream, the data download happened during the stream, so they could do the same thing where the data download happens right in the middle of the stream, and then they drop the banners during the stream. That has happened before. I mean, if you guys are, well, actually, it happened one time. Remember the, okay, just this is gonna be random. Trip back to Dokkan worldwide for Super Vegito and Buhan. I mean, in fact, that's technically the first worldwide celebration because the other ones used to be just the download celebrations, right? Like the year before was the 300 million downloads with Gohan Cell. The year after that, we had 350 with Goku and Frieza. But in between there, we had the Super Vegito and Butanks. Their data download actually dropped before the stream started. And then I believe the banners dropped during then. What other banner dropped during the stream? And I remember, so one of them got shafted. Was it the 7th anniversary? Man, I'm trying to remember at the top of my head, but I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comment section below, but I appreciate y'all for watching. We're going to have a lot, and I mean a lot of videos dropping, like the tickets, everything like that. So much to talk about today. Of course, thanks y'all for watching again. I think I might have said that, whatever. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.